I'm done.
Thank you. Representative Post.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. First, I want to say I agree with everything pretty much that our Vice Chair Williamson and Vice Chair Olson said, all of your points. The two things I want to explain of why I would be a no on this bill. One, it's partly the procedure of this building, of which I'm now in my second term and third session. And I don't like the procedures of this building, and this is a perfect example. A day or so ago, we had an issue on the floor where there was an amendment in the case of a minority report, and it was talked about how sudden it was and how we didn't have time to vet it or digest it or discuss it in committee, and I understand that, and I feel the same way with this. A -13 amendment that was put up here an hour ago. Okay, so I had 45 minutes. I went down to my office and I read it, but I'm sorry, I'm a little slower than some people, and I couldn't digest 20 pages in the last 45 minutes and completely understand what it said. So that bothers me. I'd like to have a week, please, to discuss this some more and to think about it some more. The process is broken. I can't stand the process in this building, and this is one of the examples of that. The second one is from day one, this bill has been two bills in one. I liken it to the budget bills that we get at the end of the session where we have 17 budgets in one bill. We should have 17 budget bills, not one bill. This is two different topics that have nothing to do with each other. Oh, I suppose you could find a thin string somewhere and tie them together, but it's two separate, very important topics that should be discussed and should be talked about in two different bills. This was first brought to me, I think, early in the session, or maybe perhaps it was back in one of our legislative days, as a way to address some drug violations and to perhaps exactly what Vice Chair Williamson talked about, perhaps help some people who are in this loop that is so bad. Nobody talked to me about a racial profiling bill. They said, we have this bill coming that's going to take care of some drug issues. And I said, I like it. I want to hear more about it. And then it became a racial profiling bill with some drug stuff in it. And I have a hard time. So maybe it's because I've not fully digested it, but it's two different bills. Let's take some time, separate them out, make two bills, and let's come back and vote on those two bills. And I know it's too late for that, but that's why I'm a no. And I thank you for indulging me.